As the number of Ugandans contracting cancer continues to grow, those concerned with fighting the deadly disease are also going into overdrive to stop its spread. Today, cancer survivors and well-wishers gathered at KCCA grounds in Lugogo for a morning of dancing exercise, which was organized as an engaging way of sensitizing Ugandans on the benefits of keeping fit to avoid some types of cancer. Among those present was Moses Echodu, who says he was diagnosed with bucket lymphoma when he was 8 years old.
Just one day, I started limping on my left leg. So when I talked to my granny, who I was living with at the time, she thought I was suffering from fever, malaria. And so that's what we were treating. And, but then after 2 weeks, it was still persisting.
Bucket lymphoma, or a small non-cleaved cell lymphoma, is a highly aggressive type of cancer that is commonly most in children. The symptoms of bucket lymphoma include abdominal swelling, distortion of fascial bones, night sweats, intestinal obstruction, an enlarged thyroid, and enlarged tonsils. Echodu says the first tests done showed that he had a rotting vertebra, and he was advised on the next step to take.
Around the jaw. And so when we went back and find out if that was a sign, if that was an after effect from the operation, they said, no, this could be something. They tried to carry out tests, and then they said, go to the cancer ward at Mulago. By then, the Uganda Cancer Institute was just a ward at Mulago, and so they did the different tests, and they found that I actually had bucket lymphoma. And so I started treatment.
At this point, Echodu had lost hope of ever living a normal life despite his young age.
That time, you wake up one morning as you're getting treatment, and you see a body bag being carried away. So once in a while, I would kid to my mom and say, probably it is me next. And she would get so furious.
However, after going through all the stages of cancer treatment, he was declared cancer-free after a few years. While Echodu was lucky to survive the deadly disease, Brendan Nina, a surgeon at the Uganda Cancer Institute, says the number of new cases of cancer seems to be growing day by day.
As of last year, the number of cancer patients that were registered is over 32,000 new cases, which is really a big number for this country. But that said, we also know that there are actually more people that were registered, more people that didn't get registered that actually have cancer.
Cancer survivors and medical professionals advise Ugandans to do regular checkups to know their status, in addition to avoiding lifestyles that make them vulnerable to non-communicable diseases.
To avoid alcohol, try to avoid tobacco, try to avoid food which have a lot of fat, try to eat a lot of vegetables, and we also advocate you to eat a lot of fruits. Many Ugandans don't like eating vegetables, they like to eat meat, but we tell you to eat less meat and eat more vegetable.
And we've also been working with the Uganda Cancer Institute to help strengthen systems, to help strengthen the ability to treat, to also negotiate the price of drugs to bring into the country so that it's more affordable for Ugandans. So we've got a multi-pronged strategy here, and we're seeing the fruits of our labor.
Personal knowledge, I go and have myself checked every after 3 months, because I don't want to be one of those people who gets shocked when the cancers come back strong and grave.
On Monday, Uganda will join the rest of the world in commemorating World Cancer Day. Juma Kiria, NTV.